Welcome back. We got something different for you guys. Stand
Something
by.
different.
Top Talks.
All right.
Hey.
Welcome back.
I'm your host, Rogelio, my friend Mario. The controversial that we're going to show you is something about casinos.
Casino.
Gambling. We don't endorse gambling.
No.
But for sometimes we do play.
I'm actually going to Vegas the end of the month for me and the wife's anniversary.
Nice.
26 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Long time.
26 years.
And we're going to gamble our life away.
26 years, put it on the roulette.
2,600 roulette.
One thing that if I do go to a casino, I like playing roulette.
Why do you like playing roulette?
Because it's just numbers. You're just putting numbers with chips, and I hope it's just luck.
I mean, it's luck.
Luck, right?
Yeah.
There's no pedal that just makes the ball
It's either
jump.
red or blue, red or black, and then whatever number.
Right?
Yeah.
And normally my strategy would be birthdays.
Oh.
You know, you start off with a birthday. You know, if you still got chips, put it on the month.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have your special numbers. I do have some special numbers that I start playing.
They have 69?
No, it only ends at 36.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Okay, so
Let's watch this video.
so we have a video that we want to play. It talks about a high win rate roulette strategy. So let's check it out here.
This roulette strategy has a very high win rate and is perfect for players with smaller bankrolls looking
Like
for
me.
some small, consistent
Yeah, me
wins.
too.
It is absolutely not a secret, foolproof roulette strategy that is guaranteed to win, but it does come with advantages that many players enjoy. It gives the player a massive 86.5%
Oh, wow.
probability
More than
of
that.
making
That's
profit each spin. And it
Each
comes with the
spin.
added benefit of not
Let's go to
needing a
casino.
huge bankroll to play it. In this video, I'll explain how it works, why your chances of winning are so high, why roulette players love it, and most importantly, what you need to know before implementing this strategy yourself.
Oh,
This
okay,
roulette
okay.
strategy is called the Romanovsky system.
I like it.
This is how it's
Romanovsky.
played. We place 3 units each
36.
on 2 of the dozens. Within the empty dozen, we place 1 unit on 2 corner bets, making sure that they don't include the same number. Now, more often than not, roulette tables have a minimum bet of $5 on the outside chances. So let's update these amounts so that you can follow this strategy at a real roulette table the next time you play.
Okay.
Let's do $6 bets on 2 of the dozens and $2 bets on 2 corner bets within the
Wow.
other dozen. That's a total bet of $16.
Okay.
That's the first reason why roulette players like this strategy.
Okay.
You can go and implement this today for less than $20.
Today?
Here's
go.
the second reason why it's so popular. We have a very high probability of winning money on this bet. I mentioned at the start of the video it was as high as 86.5%. Rather than taking my word for it, let me prove to you why it's so high.
Play it.
With just
Seeing is
$16, we have covered 32 numbers that are going to bring us profit. I'll explain in a moment how much profit exactly. If you're playing European or French roulette, there are 37 numbers on the table.
Oh,
If you're
37.
playing American roulette, stop playing immediately and find a casino that offers the European version. If you're playing online, I've made this task easy for you and you can find the best casinos to play roulette depending on where you live. Check out the link in the description.
Uh-oh.
Now we're playing at a table with 37 numbers and we have 32 of them covered, which means we have a 32 in 37 chance of winning. As a percentage, this is 86.5%.
Ooh.
Okay, so now we know how
okay.
likely we are to win. let's explore how much we will win each
long as
time
it's not
one of our
26,
32
28,
numbers lands.
33 and 36.
Or zero.
If the ball
Or
lands
zero.
in one of the two winning dozens, we return $18, giving us a $2 profit. If the
Okay.
ball lands in one of the two winning corner bets, we also return $18, giving us a $2 profit.
Oh, okay.
If you're playing with different amounts, know that the amount you bet on the corner is the profit that you can expect to win. If you are using different values, make sure that the dozen bets are 3 times the amount you bet on the corner. With a $2 profit on a $16 bet, this gives you a return of 12.5% on your bet.
Okay.
A pretty good
Okay.
return on investment, considering it took less than a minute to place your bet and collect your winnings. Now, it's worth reminding ourselves that although we are heavy favourites to make our $2 profit, there is a 13.5% probability we will miss one of our winning numbers and lose our entire bet.
Ouch.
If we overplay the Romanovsky system, it's just a matter of time before one of our losing numbers lands. With this in mind, if we want to treat our bankroll like an investment, then just 2 winning spins using the Romanovsky method will mean we've increased our bankroll by 25% and we can call it a day. The Romanovsky
Okay.
strategy does have its advantages, but it's not perfect. I like the strategy, but it's not my favourite. To learn more about my favourite roulette strategy, watch this video next. Don't forget to use the link in the description to find the best casinos to play.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. So that's one way of playing that game.
Yes. That's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Because you have a lot of numbers that you
What is it?
potentially...
The first 12, the second 12,
And then 2 corner bets.
and then 2 corner bets. The ones that are open 0, 26,
Yeah.
28, 34, 36.
Correct.
Let's try it.
Let's go. I'll get in the casino right now real quick. The other game that I used to play is blackjack.
Okay. Blackjack.
So, blackjack, we don't have a video for that, but I can talk through it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So blackjack, if you don't know the game blackjack, you get 2 cards, and whoever is the closest to 21 or hits 21 wins. Between you and the dealer. Right?
Okay.
So in a table, you'll have 6 or 7 players on one side and the dealer, right? So you want to hit as close as possible to 21. So the best way of playing blackjack is learning how to do the basic strategy, right?
Which is
So basic strategy is given in I can explain it a little bit better in my mind, right? So there are 2 possible bust cards for the dealers, 5 and 6, right? 5, if the dealer has a 5 or a 6, then most likely than not they're gonna bust, meaning that they're gonna go over 21.
how many times? What's the percentage that might happen?
You never know. It's out of the 52 cards, they might get.
This is single deck.
Yeah, this is single deck, right? So I like playing double deck, but I can play 6 decks as well. I think I have better luck in 6 decks. But basic strategy is you never split 10s, you never split 5s, you always split aces and 8s, right? You always double on a 6.
Double down?
Double down, like if the dealer has a 6 facing up, then you always double on that,
Okay.
right? If the dealer has a 5, because 5 and 6 are bust cards, right? If the dealer has a 5 up, depending on what you have, you can double or just hit. If I have a 5 and the dealer has a 5, I'll just hit.
Okay.
Because I want him to bust than me.
Because the dealer needs to
Bust. Go over 21.
go over 21, or when do they stop going over?
So when they hit, depending on the casino, right? Some casinos have to hit soft 17, meaning if they have a 6 and an ace, they have to
Stop.
No, they have to continue.
Oh, continue.
Right.
Okay.
Some casinos stay on the soft 17. Some casinos most likely, well, all of them will stop at a hard 17, meaning they have a 10 and a 7 or a 9 and an 8.
Okay.
They'll have to stop on that. But, or, but if they have a soft 17, they can continue. Some casinos, stops at 17 regardless.
Okay.
So my tip for the viewers is study the basic strategy. There's online resources for that to learn basic strategy. But the basic that I always remember is 5 and 6 is always a bust card, and if I see that, to me, I'm very favorable to win.
In a group setting, when you're playing 21, sometimes I see people continue to hit.
So that depends, right? So if you have anything under 17 and the dealer has a 10,
Yeah.
or facing up, 10, king, jack, queen, whatever, as long as they're 10, you gotta hit until you either hit 17 or get as close as possible to 21. Because most likely you have to assume that the dealer's bottom card is a 10. So if he has
A 10 facing up, then he has 20.
exactly.
But doesn't that ruin everybody's chances?
No, as long as you play the basic strategy.
Okay.
Right? So, for example, if I have a 16 and the dealer has a 10, I have two options. Either hit or surrender if the dealer allows it
To surrender.
to surrender. But most casinos don't. Like here in Washington. But if I have a 16, I'll follow my gut and either hit hoping for a 5 or just stay hoping for him to bust.
Yeah.
That's not a wrong, either or is not the wrong move. Now, if you have a 14 and the dealer has a 10, you have to hit.
You have to hit.
You have to hit because 14 you got no chance. 12, 13, 14, and the dealer has a 10, you have no chance.
7 and below, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, if you have an ace, hopefully, or 11, then you double down.
What happens is when I've seen other people do this, when they have 11, 9 and 2, for example, and they put an extra bet,
That's a double down.
double down. Okay.
Yeah. That means your next, you only get one card, which is the next card, and you're hoping that's a 10, so you can have 21.
And that pays more, of course.
Of course, because you win two bets instead of
bets.
one bet. So
I see.
I make money out of blackjack. Like two nights ago, I turned $200 to $1,200.
What is Baccarat?
So Baccarat, it's the closest that you can. It's virtually 50-50 chances. So in the Baccarat, you have two bets to make, or three actually. It's either player, tie, or banker. So you'll get two cards. It's Lucky 9, if you remember Lucky 9.
Yeah.
So it's the closest you have to
To 9.
9, right? So you either bet banker or player to get 9.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So if the banker has 8 and you have 9, then you win.
But if you didn't bet yourself, then you lose.
Yeah. Well, so it's banker and player. I call it blue and red because the banker really is not the house. It's still, you can bet on it. It's still your money.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the banker, the house only pays who wins that game.
Baccarat is just Lucky 9.
Lucky 9. Yep. Whoever gets the closest to 9. So Jack, Queen, King are 10s, right? So if you have a 13, you have a 3.
Okay, so it resets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't count past 10.
Can you hit?
Yeah. As long as the rule is if the banker or the opponent already has a 9 or an 8 or a 7, I believe, and you have 6 and below, I think you don't get another card. They automatically win. I think it's 8 and 9. They automatically win.
So if I have a king and a 9, I win.
Oh, yeah. That's a natural 9.
That's a natural 9.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 and a 4 is a natural 9. 5 and a 8. You want 8 and 9.
Ace and 8.
8 and ace and 8 is a natural 9.
Okay. Do they pay double?
No, no. Actually, if you bet on banker, they get a commission. The house, that's how they get their money. I think it's like 1%, 2%. I don't know. I forget. It's like 5% or some shit like that.
How about Hold'em?
Okay.
Not the one where you're actually going against
Right,
somebody else.
right.
It's the dealer, the house.
That's a little bit more complicated. So there's that's what they call the Ultimate Texas Hold'em.
Yes.
So you have the normal bet is two bets. You bet the ante and the blind, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say it's hard. It's kind of hard to explain. It's ante and so you'd get dealt two cards. You have a bet on ante and the blind, and the dealer would put 5 cards face down on the table, and the dealer will get 2 cards on his own. So you're trying to beat the dealer.
Okay.
Right? So the the middle 5 cards are the community cards. So whatever the best 5 cards between you and the dealer combined with the community cards wins, basically. Who has the best?
And it doesn't matter. It's always the dealer. You're going after the dealer.
You go in after the dealer. So there's 3 phases to it. So the initial one is you place your bet ante and blind. First phase, you look at your hand.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like you have a strong hand, like a pair of aces or any pair or a king and a high hand, then you can initially bet on the play bet 4 times, up to 4 times your ante bet.
Okay.
So if you have $1 on the ante bet, you can bet 4 times on the first phase.
Okay.
That's a pre-flop. It's called pre-flop, right? You're just checking your card. You feel like you're feeling lucky with your hand. Let's say I have a pair of ace, so I'll bet $4, right? Now, if you have a mediocre hand, like I don't know, like a
6-7.
6-7, then you just check, right?
No bets.
No bets. You can check. Then after you check, it goes to phase 2, which is the dealer will open 3 cards out of the community hand.
Yeah.
Right? Now, based on what you have and what you see on the community hands, if you're feeling like you have a chance, like let's say you said
6-7.
6-7, you have 2 6 and an 8 on the community hand. That means you have trips.
Yeah.
Then you can play the play bet up to 2 times your ante.
Because this is the second round.
Right, that's the second round. So like, oh shit, I got trips. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna bet 2 bets. Right? So that's the second phase. Third phase is when the dealer opens the rest of the hands, right? And you don't have any bet. Let's say you only got a pair of 6s, right?
Yeah.
Out of the whole 5 hands, and you want to play, you can play how much you play bet on the ante
One time.
one time.
So the turn and the river are both opened. And the bets
same
is
time.
only one.
Yep. And then whatever, and after that, the dealer will show his hand and see who beats who, basically combined from the community hands and what you guys have, and who has the best hand.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, but you win fast, you lose fast. Oh, by the way, there's also side bets, sucker bets on it that can enhance your winning potential if you
What's
wanna
the
bet.
sucker bet?
So there's a sucker bet called trips. So the trips is if you have a 5 hand, as in a straight, a flush, a full house, 4 of a kind,
Yeah.
then you get multiple amounts of money out on that bet. Let's say you bet $5 or $1, and you have a straight, they'll match that $1 with $1.
Okay.
If you have a full house, they'll match it, times 8. So you get $8.
So depending on the strength of your card, they have the payouts
Yep. They have to pay on the trips.
on the trips.
But on the ante and the blind, you only get paid multiple bets on the 5 hands on the blind.
On the
That's it.
blind.
On the blinds, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty complicated, but it's fun to play. But yeah, if you're not a poker player, I'll stay away from that.
How much money would you recommend to play Ultimate Texas Hold'em?
Depends on how much money you want to win. So if you want to just play it, $100 is good. But if you want to gamble, a minimum of 500. Because I usually play 25 down 25.
I see. How about, so 100 would go by quick.
Not really. It depends.
$5.
Yeah, it depends on how well the cards go for you.
Yeah.
So if the cards are in your favor, I mean, you can turn that $100 to like $200, $300.
How about Baccarat?
Baccarat, it's the only money that you win is how much you put in. Typically, players play big amounts because it's 50-50. Right? So if you have $100, that can turn to $200 if you play it right. My strategy for Baccarat is I bet on, it's kind of like a martingale strategy. I go player, banker, player, banker, banker. So I bet on player. If I don't win, I bet on banker. If I don't win, I bet on player again. If I don't win, well, this is increasing the bet as well. As I move. If I don't win on player, I bet player again, but double my money, right? And if I don't win that second player, I play banker, triple my money, blah blah, and until I get
everything back,
and then I go back to the cycle player. Now, if I bet player and player wins, I take out my winnings and play the same bet. For example, this is a good scenario. I bet $1 on player. I win. I get the $1 back. Put the $1. Put my $1 bet. Let it ride on player. I lose. Now I put $2 on banker.
On banker.
Right. And if that wins, I take it back and put $1 on players. I go back to player. But if I don't win, I go back to player and put $3 in there.
The amount of whatever you lost.
Right. And then if I don't win that, now I press it to $4. Then if I don't win that, I move it to banker. Now it's $5. If I win that, I go back to player.
How much money, or what's a good stash for 21?
For blackjack?
Yeah.
Depends, right? So the minimum that you can play blackjack is $5. You can turn $5 to $100 easy on blackjack if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if the cards are really in your favor. So most players play at least $25 to make the best out of the game, basically. If you know your basic strategy and the cards are in your favor.
Well, good, yeah.
Yeah, because it only takes one good, what we call a shoe. It's like, let's say for example, you have 2 decks.
Yeah.
On your game. That means 2 decks is 1 shoe. So if you get a good shoe, man, that happened to me last weekend. I turned $300 to almost $2,000 because of 1 shoe.
And this is all tax free?
Of course. Yes, it is.
Table games are
Tax-free.
non-taxable.
Yes, because you're playing with chips.
Oh.
You're not real money.
Not real money.
It's not real money. It's
Until
chips.
Until
you change it. So you borrow a gaming token
Yeah.
from the casino. Like, I'm playing this token.
Yeah.
It says $5, but it's a token. It's a unit. Now in that's why you get taxed in
Roulette. Oh, no.
in
Machines.
machines because you're playing real money.
The slot machines.
Yes.
And what's the tax on slot machines?
So on anything, right?
On anything,
If you win, you get taxed on any promotion prizes. Like for example, if you hit on blackjack, there's like a promotion where you bet the sucker bet and you have a little progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get a straight flush or whatever the case may be, right? Then you win that much money. That money will be taxed.
Oh.
Yes. So if you go to the machine, it's the same thing, right? It's 24%.
I didn't know that. I thought that if it's a table, it doesn't matter.
The table game, yeah, but the progressive, no, because it's real money.
I see.
Yeah, so he's gonna get taxed.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Roulette, I normally play $40.
Yeah,
That's it.
you win though.
It always works.
Yeah,
I have not tried that strategy.
you should try it. But you know what they say: scared money don't make no money.
That is true too.
That's why it's so bad to start gambling if you don't be wise about it. If you gamble money you cannot afford, don't even start gambling, man. Don't even start gambling because I only play money that I can afford, like
Yeah.
money that I make from my side job.
Yeah.
You know, like $100, $200. I get like up to $500. I play that. If I lose that, like, hey,
It's okay.
it's okay because I still have a house and still
Yeah.
have money.
Yeah.
You know?
It was not earmarked for the mortgage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or like buying food.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, my recommendation: do not gamble money that you cannot afford. You're gonna go to a rabbit hole that you do not want to enter, man. You won't be able to get out of that hole.
How long have you been playing in a casino?
Oh man, started in Germany. Funny story.
Germany?
Yes. So funny story. My NCYC at the time, Windy. I'm pretty sure you know who Windy
Yeah,
is. He taught me how to play Texas Hold'em, like the real Texas Hold'em game.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like, okay, this is a lot of money, right? Because you buy in certain amount, like 300, 400 euros, right?
Yeah.
To just play the game, right? To get your chips. And after a while, I got better and better, and I started winning tournaments. I actually got a chip case with chips on it
Yeah.
from a tournament. And the most I won in a tournament in the casino was 2,000 euros. The most I won.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so there's two different types, right? There are cash games and there's tournaments. In the tournaments, there's like a pot of money. Top 10.
Yeah.
You're in the money. You can get a portion of the pot, right? I believe I was third place. Yeah.
And you cannot quit.
No, you can't.
You gotta play till the end.
Once you're in the money, why quit? You're already in the money.
Mm-hmm.
You just play to get the higher amount. I think top 10 was 200 euros or something like that, and you buy in like 300 euros.
Okay.
That's your buy in. So if you're in top 10, you own 200 euro and you win 200 euros, or you into and you're about to win 200 euros, you're gonna keep playing because you want to, at least even up your money or win some more.
Win some more.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I think I was third or fourth place. I got 2,000 euros.
That's not bad.
It was great. I was happy.
Was it a long game?
It was a very long game. It was like almost 8 hours, 12 hours.
Shit.
Yeah, because you have tables. You have tables of players, and you gotta beat people in that table, and then you go
And then move.
to a different table.
I see.
Yeah, it was good. And then after that, I started enjoying gambling, but I learned early on not to gamble anything I can't afford. Because at one time I have a friend, he kept asking somebody, Windy.
Uh huh.
He's asking Windy to borrow money.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to go there.
Yeah, so he kept borrowing money. I was like, what the hell? Until he, pretty much now gamble all his paycheck.
You ever played craps, dice?
I have, and I have a love and hate relationship with craps because I suck at rolling the dice.
Yeah.
And I don't trust people rolling. So I only play craps if I'm really, really bored. But
I don't understand the game.
it's a long
No.
explanation.
That's too much. A couple of friends tried to explain to me. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, if you want, you just bet where I bet. If I win, you win. If I lose, hey.
I just want to continue to get the money. Don't touch it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you can't touch the pass line.
Yeah.
That's once you put money on the pass line, you can't never touch that no more.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Don't gamble what you can't afford.
There you go. Hope
Yeah.
you guys enjoy it. Tips and tricks. Let us know how it goes.
See ya.
Later.